Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to LeggLife and welcome back to sunny Southern California. You guys, it is a beautiful day outside. Blue skies, looks absolutely gorgeous. And we are excited for a day here in Southern California, here in Los Angeles area. We're actually in El Segundo, but we are Los Angeles adjacent. We've had, honestly, a really nice morning. It's been super lazy, super relaxing. We woke up and we DoorDashed breakfast. We had bagel breakfast sandwiches from a local place. Sherri got some reading done, took a shower. I got a YouTube video edited. We are dressed and ready to go because our friends, the Hansens, are on their way to pick us up and we get to spend the day with them. And we're very, very excited about it. We got some things planned today. We're going to a romance bookstore that Sherri follows online called
The Ripped Bodice.
The Ripped Bodice. And then we are going to, Sherri just ducked below me, that was cute. We are going to one of my favorite cheese stores. I cannot wait to share it with you. I've never been, I've always wanted to go ever since I started following them online. So we're gonna go there. I think we might have a couple other stops. We might go to a museum and just enjoy the day with friends here in Southern California. And you guys, we got very, very good news late last night. Alaska Airlines upgraded us to first class for our flight home to Anchorage tomorrow night. So we're here all day tomorrow as well, and then tomorrow night we fly from LAX to Anchorage direct, and it will be a much more comfortable flight in first class. Thank you, Alaska Airlines. I love you with my whole heart. With my whole heart. But now we gotta get our shoes on because our friends are almost here. Fit check, Sherri, Beth. Look at how cute you are. You got your Chucks on?
Got my Chucks.
You're adorable.
Thanks.
So we have left our room and we want to check out, I think out here is the pool area because tomorrow, oh yeah, this is nice. We have most of the day free. And so we thought we'd come hang out by the pool. Look how nice this is. What? Yeah. I was just gonna say, so how about sitting outside tomorrow reading a bunch? Look at this, they got like just nice areas there. Even up there, they have like a nice outdoor seating area. Oh my goodness, this is so nice. And we didn't show this last night, but here is what the lobby looks like. There's the nice little bar area. Then they have just some food options for purchase. They did have live music over there last night. There's that outdoor sitting area we kind of could see from down below. While we wait for our friends, we are gonna hang out outside in the sunshine. So I'm gonna try to vlog as much of today as possible. I am very awkward when it comes to vlogging around other people, which is so weird because we've been doing this for a decade of our life. I am still so awkward about pulling out the camera around other people. So I'm gonna try to vlog as much of the day as possible and at least give you a little glimpse into the Ripped Bodice, the cheese shop, the museum, whatever else we do. No guarantees, but I'm gonna try. All right, stop number one, the Ripped Bodice, a romance bookstore. This stop, definitely more for Sherri. Oh my goodness. This store, like, we've actually been to a number of romance bookstores through our travels. This is the coolest looking one I've been to. Of course, they have a blind date with a book section. They have a bunch of merch right over there. I literally think I could buy anything in the store for you and it would be the perfect gift. How about the different trope hats? Forced proximity, sports romance, enemies to lovers. And then the New York Times article. And of course, an entire section of Jane Austen. All right, Sherri. Has the Ripped Bodice lived up to all of your expectations? You're so happy. Here they have a wall with different kind of press they've received. You can see LA Weekly. They were in Oprah magazine. They were in Life magazine, Cosmo. All right, you guys, look at this one. Meant to be, first of all, amazing. But look, scratch for a Minty surprise. It has a scratch and sniff sticker. Also, pumpkin spice and everything nice is a book. I think Sherri has read, or she has. I think Sherri needs this. Okay, I just found Sherri. Sherri, what do you got behind? What do you got in your arms there?
Nothing.
Nothing? Mm-mm. Sherri's getting a t-shirt, which I expected, and 3 books.
Well,
but one book I picked out.
You did.
So she's getting the Meant to Be.
You told me to get this one.
I did tell you to get that one.
This is the one I actually knew I was going to get.
Yep.
And then, I mean, it's a Christina Lauren.
You love Christian Lauren stuff. And I'm getting a book as well.
You are.
I'm getting Jane Austen for every day of the year. Daily readings from Jane Austen. Because here's why. I was telling Sherri. I want to get more into Jane Austen. I've tried.
You have, and you've done a good job.
Yeah, but I do struggle with the language.
Yeah.
And I feel like a book like this,
Little snippets of
where they're just like small daily readings,
and it tells you which books they're from.
yep, will help me throughout the course of a year digest more Jane Austen. All right, Sherri, you've made your purchase. Look at that fancy bag too. Tell me you are in California without telling me you are in California. So we are going to the Academy Museum, basically the Academy Awards Museum. I'm very excited about that. But look at this, right outside, they have all of these lampposts. How fun is this? And as you can imagine, lots of people taking photos here. We are going to be among them. This is cool. All right, we got a whole bunch of photos. Now, I think we are heading to the Academy Museum. All right, we have made it to the Academy Museum of Motion Pictures. This looks very fancy and fun. I gotta tell you, it is great having local hosts who know what to do. The Infinity Festival apparently going on. All right, we have paid. It was $25 a person. We got our wristband. Look how cool this is. I didn't realize they have like costumes from movies. Whoa. What do you think, Sherri?
So cool.
So these are from An American in Paris. These are from the Barbie movie. You can see there's one of Ken's outfits. There's one of Barbie's outfits. Back here, this was Sammy Davis Jr. in Porgy and Bess. This, Carmen Miranda. And then over here, Doris Day. And Janice even pointed out he has Ken underwear. That's so funny.
Ryan Gosling actually proposed them.
Oh, Ryan Gosling proposed the Ken underwear. Okay, that's really funny. These are concept illustrations from The Wizard of Oz. Oh my goodness, like different like wig testing. This is so cool. Here we have some of the script from the movie The Birds. That's crazy. We have a typewriter over here that was used by Joseph Stefano for Psycho. How have I never heard about this place before? This is amazing. They have, of course, lots of photo areas, like the Oscars wall there. And this is fun. There's Ariana in front of the wall. And this kind of talks about the Academy Awards through the years, different things that happened at each show. You can see they have different award speeches. They kind of play on a loop in this room. Some of you may remember this. Billy Porter wore this. Do you remember that iconic gown that Billy Porter wore? That's so cool. Also, I remember this acceptance speech from Halle Berry. Oh. And look at this room. All of the awards. Oh my gosh. And they talk about, so this was for makeup and hairstyling.
Toy Story 3.
Oh, Toy Story 3, best animated feature film. That's so cool. Oh, Chicago for costume design. This is the oldest one that we've seen. 1927. This room is, yeah, wow. This is really cool. It's the piano from Casablanca. Look at that. Play it, Sam. Alright, so they have a Godfather photo experience. Godfather 2 is a top 5 movie of all time for me. And look at this. The desk right there. It's the Corleone family office set. Are you kidding me? Look at Amy, she makes the perfect Godfather.
Look at you. I think you belong there.
I'm so happy. I can't believe this was here. This is very cool.
It's amazing.
All right, Sherri Beth, thoughts on this place so far?
Very cool.
This has never been on our radar. I've never heard of it.
But it's amazing.
I am loving this. All right, we are now up on the next floor. Look how cool this is. What are you building, Sherri?
Barbie dream house.
Building a Barbie dream house. It's a pretty cool Barbie dream house because it's super interactive. You got all sorts of stuff here. You can press these different buttons and it changes the scene. Whoa. Here's one of my favorite parts of the movie, Weird Barbie. That's awesome. Then they have the big Barbie Land photo backdrop. All right, this next room's one we're pretty excited about. This is from the live action Beauty and the Beast. Look at Sherri's face. This is cool. Look at this piano. My gosh. We have Cogsworth. And then right here, Lumiere. Okay.
I want these in our house.
Do you say you want these in our house?
Yeah.
I do love this movie. Have you seen what's in that next room?
No.
Not yet? Gotta get a photo first? There's Chip. Over 1,000 crew members worked to build and decorate the Beauty and the Beasts sets. And right behind me is one of the most iconic things from the entire movie. Look at that. Here's the painting that was ripped by the Beast. I had no clue all of this was here. We just walked in this room. There's Mjolnir, Iron Man's helmet, Captain America's shield. What? Look at how cool this is. So the shield from Captain America is from the first Avenger in 2011. Since Captain America's our cat's name, think they'd let us bring it home with us?
I mean, I think it's his.
It's basically ours.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is from Jurassic Park. If you've seen the movie, you know. That's really fun. Behind us we have stuff from Star Wars. Hey, I know that guy. That's exactly the droid we were looking for. Here's the famous Andrew Garfield Spider-Man costume. There's just like stuff everywhere. It just keeps going. Whoa.
One of us.
Which one?
One of us.
One of the things I've loved is they've had so many like really great photo opportunities. Also, we will never be as cool as Amy.
Not even.
Like, we're not even gonna try. What's the point? They do have something called the Oscars Experience, which is an additional cost. For $10, you can hold a real Oscar. Or, if you want to risk going to jail, you can grab one of the ones downstairs out of the display. Don't do that. Pay the $10. Look at you guys. Sherri's on the red carpet. Now we are going up to the next exhibit, the Jaws exhibit. This is gonna be fun. Sherri, you ready to take a bite out of no, I'll just stop now. See, Steven Spielberg, obviously director of Jaws. Not only do they have like props from the movie, but they have a lot of the like tech that they used, cameras they used to film. This is a big exhibit. I think this is the 3rd or 4th room we've been in. Look how cool that is. They have a little keyboard here to play the Jaws theme. All right, Sherri. Here we have a whole bunch of props from the movie. Oh, we got a Academy Award over here. Let's see what this is. It's the Academy Award for Sound that was won. You can actually control the shark. Whoa. We're getting to the end because it's talking about the enduring legacy of Jaws. It for sure is one of those just culturally iconic franchises. My gosh, look at all this stuff. Even Jaws candies and games. This is kind of interesting. The Bruce the Shark here at Universal Studios in 1976. Then it got moved to an Auto Brothers wrecking junkyard in 2010. Apparently Universal got rid of it. But then it is now here. That's the shark we saw at the Academy Museum. So the original Bruce started at Universal, went to a junkyard, found its home here. The next stop, one of my favorite exhibits anywhere, the gift shop. Of course, they have all sorts of Jaws stuff. Okay, the little Jaws planter is amazing. We're in the Oscars part of the gift shop. They have a little like neon Oscar statue. This stuff's very cool, actually. Let's see what the prices are like. This is actually $54, honestly. Much less than I expected. Look how cool that is. Long sleeve t-shirt, $42. Okay. Prices, not so bad. They have lots and lots of books, just lots of different stuff. This is not just a cool museum, cool gift shop. Everything about this has been awesome. We've made it to the cheese store of Beverly Hills. This is crazy. I have watched this place on TikTok and Instagram for so long. There's their YouTube play button. You can see they sell cheese boards. They have the most amazing merch as well, like the cheese store. Look at that. It's so cool. They also have the totes. I am getting the bag that says Cheese Sinner on one side, Cheese Saint on the other. They have all sorts of like ready-made pasta meals, a lemon Alfredo, Tuscan bean spread. Like you could make the most amazing charcuterie boards here. Here's the outside of the cheese store of Beverly Hills. Basically, my heaven. All right, and yes, we did buy things. Bought a couple tote bags. One side says Cheese Sinner. The other side says Cheese Saint. I love those so much. I've got one for us, one for Auburn, who also loves cheese. And then we had to get some cheeses. We got 3. One of them is the Rogue River Blue. Fun fact, the only American cheese to ever win like best cheese at like the World Cheese Award.
And it was delicious.
I told you.
We sampled all of these.
And then the other one we got was from the Von Trapp like family farm.
As in Sound of Music.
As in Sound of Music. And it was great, very creamy, almost like a camembert.
Yep. And
the third one, we asked him, we were like, is there any cheese we must try? And he said yes.
Here, this
And
one.
it is like hazelnutty and
Very good.
oh,
Smooth.
that might be my favorite stop of the day. Right across the street, the famous Pink Wall. And it's so funny to see a line of people waiting to take a photo in front of a wall. No mural, just pink. But where we are going first is Carrera Cafe. So one of the unique things that they do here at Carrera is you can actually upload an image and they will print it onto your coffee. And Janice got 2 coffees with the LeggLife logo printed on top. That's crazy. And of course, they have lots and lots of merch. It's a very cool space. They've also got salads, waffles, sandwiches. Well, we took photos, but I forgot to vlog before I started drinking. Whoops. Ours has the Hollywood sign on it. It's pretty cool. All right, well, Janice wins. The original thought was to upload a photo of Captain America on ours, but I didn't realize that you could like change the contrast because when Sherri and I tried to upload it, it did not look right. And so we kind of bailed on that idea and did the Hollywood. Well, Janice, look at that.
Cute.
That is awesome. But I will say the face gets more and more sad the more you drink it down. Coffee is done. Pink wall is done. Walking back to the vehicle by some absolutely beautiful homes. All right, so our next stop is the Century City Mall because we are having dinner at a place called Eataly. But look at this, they have the Taylor Swift Life of a Showgirl pop-up. That's cool. The malls in Southern California are a little bit different than the malls in Alaska. We got Tiffany, Tesla, a TikTok wall up here, a Taylor Swift pop-up. So we just got our wristbands for the Taylor Swift TikTok experience. So apparently this is the last day for this. We made it just in time. Stop number 1 is in the glam room. We got to get all glammed up. Look at this. They've got all sorts of glam stuff for the scene. Now we are heading through the curtain. Oh my gosh, look at all of the scenes in here. Holy cow. And then as you walk out of that room with all the kind of different props, they've got a giant screen you can take photos in front of as well. Dinner tonight is at a place called Eataly. I've never been here before. Yep, I already love it. It's official. This is my favorite. I don't ever want to leave. I thought it was just a restaurant. Apparently it's also like a full-on market with meats and cheeses and pastas and sandwiches and fruits and wine. What? Mozzarella? Hand-stretched daily? These are like all of my favorite things. I want that, 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 I want that. Well, hello friends. It is obviously the next day. We didn't vlog anything. We got back last night. My gosh, yesterday was genuinely unbelievable. It was like the perfect California day. From like the bookstore Sherri got to go to, the cheese store, the museum, which absolutely blew me away. I had never heard of that museum before. If you are a fan of cinema, even of things like Disney, because they had so many like movie props there, that was an absolute must do. I loved that. You agree?
Amazing.
Amazing. We had dinner last night at a place called Eataly, which I would go back to in a second. It was just such a great day. And then the fact that we got to do all of it with friends of ours made it even better. So, man, it was just, we only had one full day here in Los Angeles. That was the perfect way to spend it and the perfect people to spend it with. So today we are up. It is, I don't know, maybe almost 10 o'clock. It is 9:57. So yes, almost 10 o'clock. We are going to have a little bit of breakfast and then we are hanging out here at the hotel all day. We got a late checkout for 4 p.m. and then we're gonna go to LAX, hang out in the Alaska Lounge. We're gonna get there a little bit early just because of all of the stuff going on with, you know, uncertainty around travel delays, all of that. And then flying home on Alaska Airlines tonight. They upgraded as first class. I don't know if I told you guys that. We're very excited about that. Makes a long flight that much more comfortable. But first, let me show you what we're having for breakfast, because I personally think it looks like the perfect breakfast. So at Eataly last night, got this focaccia, this piece of delicious bread. And then we got 3 cheeses yesterday at the cheese shop we went to there in Beverly Hills, the cheese store of Beverly Hills. And we are gonna have just bread and cheese for breakfast.
It's very French of us.
It is very French of us. Neither of us are French, but it's very French of us. Let's eat bread and cheese for breakfast. And then a little bit later for lunch, In-N-Out. Sherri got Chick-fil-A.
Equally French.
Equally French. Sherri got Chick-fil-A on night 1 here. I'm getting In-N-Out on our last day before we leave, but not before bread and cheese. So here are the 3 cheeses we got. I'm gonna start with this one. This is one of my all-time favorite cheeses. It is the Rogue River Blue cheese, the only American cheese to win at the World Cheese Awards, to win gold. It's like the best cheese in the history of the world, in my opinion.
So good.
It's really great. And then this one is actually, it's kind of like a camembert. It is from the Von Trapp. Yes, those Von Trapps, like family creamery. This one, I'm super bummed we did not get the name of.
I know.
It is.
This is the one that we were like, is there anything else we need to try? And he said, yes, this one. And he told us what it is, and I was just excited about the cheese.
Oh.
I wasn't paying attention.
It's nutty and creamy and absolutely delicious.
So good.
That was literally one of the best breakfasts I've ever had. But now I'm in a cheese and bread-induced coma. And I know we were going to go outside and sit in the sun, which we still probably will. But that was so delicious. Maybe we'll just take a nap courtesy of cheese. We're leaving our room to go sit by the pool. Sherri's flip-flops really be flip-flopping. All right, we brought our books out here. The sun is shining. We are going to, I don't know if we're gonna swim or not, but we're definitely gonna sit outside and read and just kind of hang out. Sherri Beth, I'm letting you pick where you want to go.
I'm trying to decide if I want to sit over there.
Oh, if you want to sit in those. What do you want? This is absolutely heaven. I'm never getting out of this. These things are so comfortable. There's Sherri. I also want to say one thing. Our vlogs from this trip have been posting already. Several of you had commented, don't worry, we've been using sunscreen.
Yeah.
We've been most of the trip using SPF 50. Now we have SPF 30. There was one day that we were just outside way too long where we got too much sun. We know that, but we are using SPF.
Yes, we have been.
I had to move out of the sun, too hot. I'm moving over to the shade. I'm kind of curious what the pool water here is like after swimming in a very warm pool, actually multiple warm pools in Mexico and the warm ocean. Actually, that's not bad. That's kind of cold, but super refreshing. Okay, I like that. I don't think I'm gonna get in. I just wanted to put my feet in. Well, we have 3 hours until we need to check out. So I think we're gonna be done. We have to still walk over to In-N-Out, get lunch. Still have to pack, get things ready to go. It has been nice to spend some time though on our last day just soaking up the last bit of sunshine, because I gotta tell you, heading back to Alaska, it is not gonna look like this. We are leaving our room to go to In-N-Out to grab lunch. It's not too far away. Can you see it from here? No, you cannot. There she is, right over there in all of her glory. All right, we got our drinks. We're waiting for our food. I'm so happy. Sherri got a strawberry shake. I got a chocolate shake. Time to eat. Well, I am mostly a member of the Clean Plate Club. There are a few stragglers in the fry department, but that was amazing. So we are repacking a little bit. We had not really planned on repacking. However, we had some weight issues flying here. So our friend Janice got us a new duffel bag, which is great because the duffel bag we had was a small one that we bought in Mexico, and honestly we just needed more space. So that's going to be super helpful because we're able to move weight out of these two and put it over there. So we're just kind of repacking so that things are shuffling. Better word, Sherri. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Big duffel bag, big suitcase, small suitcase. Here's the nice thing, we have a direct flight from LA to Anchorage, so it will be a bit of a pain in the butt, like pulling these, getting them to the airport. But once we drop off all of our bags, we will not have to deal with them until Anchorage. And we are scheduled to get into Anchorage about 12:30 a.m. Auburn is gonna pick us up at the airport. Thank you, Auburn. And then we are going to head home. The plan, like I said earlier, we're getting to the LAX a little bit earlier, probably a half an hour to 45 minutes earlier than we need to. There's just so much uncertainty with everything going on, and I would rather get to the airport early, kill time in the Alaska Airlines lounge, and then be ready for our flight, rather than get there late, something go wrong, feel rushed. That's the worst, isn't it? Just, oh look, there's Sherri. Hi, Sherri.
Hi.
That's the worst, is feeling like stressed at the airport. So we've got time, so let's go early, and we can have some drinks in the lounge, have some snacks, and just hang out. Sherri can even probably finish 5 or 6 more books. We are heading out of the hotel, gonna check out and get the shuttle over to the airport. All right, Sherri, elevator dance party? Ooh, okay. Okay, look at those moves. Dang, Mexico's changed you. It's weird that 3 weeks ago today, we started this journey.
Yeah.
Now, heading home. Goodbye, warm weather. We've made it to the airport, Terminal 6, Alaska Airlines, right up here. We're all checked in, dropped off our bags, now up through security. So far, it's been super easy. All right, we gotta talk about it. Two things. First of all, we just went through TSA at LAX. Maybe 3 minutes. Like, we're through, and that was
You're walking here and waiting for our son to come through.
as easy as Anchorage's airport. And then next, as we were walking through TSA, one of the agents came up and said, "I've been waiting for the day to meet you guys." He watched our channel. You guys, that was such a that's the best.
I love that.
We love getting to meet you guys, so thank you for saying hello.
Yeah.
Although we do have to say, when we first saw him, he was like walking towards us with purpose.
There was a moment of panic and I was like,
Oh my gosh, what did we do?
We cleared security, I promise.
We're heading to the Alaska Lounge. That will be our home for the next, gosh, like 2.5 or 3 hours. Alaska Lounge, here we go. Well, it was almost 3 hours, but our time at the lounge has come to an end. We were just standing here in the elevator for a while, realized Sherri had never hit the button. Whoops. And now this little escalator always makes me laugh. Here's the thing, it'd be so easy to take the stairs, but it's such a tiny little escalator, I like taking it. Look at how little this thing is. Sherri just commented the gate 67 is the gate we flew out of to go to Mexico. So we spent a lot of time at gate 67. And this is really fun because it's a longer flight. I have seen photos of these online. Filson blankets, exclusively designed for Alaska Airlines. That's very cool. So here's what first class looks like. We got our little foot thing there. Very nice. Tray tables in the armrest. We've got our power down here. All right, we were given choice between water, sparkling wine, and orange juice. Sherri went water. I went sparkling wine and water. No sparkling wine for you. Guess I'll be the fancy one.
And welcome to Anchorage. The local time is 11:48 p.m.
Just like that, 3 weeks after we left Anchorage, we are home. And you can already tell, it is much colder than we've experienced the last 3 weeks. I do have to say, of all the airports we've been in the last 3 weeks, this is the nicest. Isn't that crazy? Anchorage has such a nice airport. Now, we're just hoping all of our bags made it. Well, that is good news. It's at least started. All right, friends, well, obviously, we are back home. It is 3:30. Wait, it is 3:30 in the morning. I thought it was 2:30 in the morning. We've been up talking to Auburn and got laundry going. In fact, already gotten 2 of the suitcases, no, 3 of the suitcases completely unpacked. And I just put the last load of laundry in the washing machine. I've got 1 load completely done, 1 load in the dryer, 1 load in the washing machine, then all of our laundry is done. But I know many of you will want to see Captain America before we end this vlog, so let me show him to you. Did you guys miss him? He has grown for sure. Like, he's gotten so much bigger, you guys. His tail has poofed out. He's got little like ear fluffy puffs. But as cute as ever. Obviously more of him in future vlogs, but we are going to go get some sleep. Because it has been an amazingly restful and relaxing 3 weeks, but it is late and we are tired. So friends, we will see you on the next LeggLife video with the cat who just apparently jumps on counters. What the heck?